What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Heat 5. Today, the circus is here in Michigan at the Michigan International Speedway, and this is also the fastest circuit in NASCAR. It's a 2-mile D-shaped track. You've got some wide roads and steep bank turns, and it's just sweeping, and it's actually really the fastest track in NASCAR. It's no restrictor plates or anything like that. I'm pretty sure flat out the entire time. So this should be fun. It's an awful country accent. Just not good at all. But we're gonna keep doing it at the start of every episode because why not? Here we go. We're hopping into practice here. Let's see what we can do. See, I was reading about it. I try to read about all these tracks before getting into them, just to have like some fun facts for you guys before we get started. This is a lot of tracks are based off of this one. Like I think Texas is its sister track, and there was another one that was kind of built to be like it. But, basically, you've got this really long back straight here, and then the rest of it is just one big sweeping corner, essentially. And it's got really wide tracks. Looks like we do have to let off just a little bit, but really wide lanes here. And you just kind of keep it pinned the entire time. It was saying that, speeds will easily get up above 200 miles an hour, at least in real life. Right now, it looks like we're doing about 185. We'll see what we can do. So yeah, it definitely says you want to lift through here. If we just stick it and hold it, does that work? Oh, kind of. Oh, and there we hit the wall. Okay. So we're probably going to want to, this is obviously going to be one where you want to mess around with running high, running low, worrying about your tire wear and stuff like that. Probably going to want to kind of mess around with it a little bit. We'll see what we can do. I think just like a little mini lift like we did right there. Like you could hardly even tell that we lifted, but I don't know. We'll see. We're supposed to be at a 40.9. We put up a 41.9, so that's not exactly going to plan yet. Biggest thing is just going to be to hold it steady. Just, kind of pick. There's multiple lines that are going to work. Just pick your line and make sure you stick with it. Just hold it steady the whole time. That's a 41.6 there. We definitely want to start more up towards the wall on the straights and the start finish there. I think these first two turns here are what are messing us up. We're really slowing down there. We need to make sure we keep that right side of the car right up there next to the wall. Cut down maybe even a little bit late, lift off a little bit so we can make sure we hit that apex, and then, throttle it out to the end. See, something like this. We stayed close to it, even though we weren't exactly on that line. Going a little bit higher allows us to keep our speed up, and we'll see what we can do here. Come on. Let's have one good lap here. We got a 41.742 there. So we want to stick close to the wall. We honestly probably could have been a bit closer there. Yeah, we're not hitting the apex at all here. Let off a bit. Accelerate out of it. See, that's going to be much better. That is going to be much better right there. Come on up next to the wall again. All right, we just got to do that again here. Just got to hold her steady. This turn's a little bit easier. You just have a lot more room to work with. Let off just a little bit. Just enough to take the edge off so you can find that grip. You can dig in there. See how this goes. 41.3. We're not hitting that 40.9 though. I'm gonna go back to the garage here. Wrong button. I'm gonna say. We always just kind of do random stuff because I accidentally skipped it. All right, we gotta back out now. Leave the track. The buttons are flip-flop from F1, so oftentimes I'll start a day playing F1 and then play this, and it's like A, B, and X and Y have been flipped. So it's weird, but we're going to try a tight setup and see how that works. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens here. So you guys know we always set up our car in F1. We change, the different downforces and brake biases and whatever else. It's here in NASCAR, too. It looks to be quite a bit more intense. Granted, I just don't know as much about it, but we've got shock settings, weight settings, spring settings, tire settings, miscellaneous settings, and gear settings. I'm going to try to find something online. I'm just going to find a setup for Michigan, and we're going to see how it goes. Rather than just going, oh, it's loose, or oh, it's tight. Obviously, the game is more of a kind of simulator-esque. It gives you a lot of customization. So if we have a good setup, we're probably going to end up doing better. There are a million different, like, suggestions for this, tons of sites and stuff. We're going to go with this one. All right, looks good to me. We're good to go. Do we want to keep this setup? Yes, we do. Let's go to practice and see how this goes. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm just kidding. We're going to blindly trust this random person on the internet. I'm going to skip to qualifying, and we're just going to qualify with this. Let's just see what happens. Stranger on the internet. Now, I do have a bit of a slight concern here. So, you know, obviously you're going to have qualifying setups and then race setups. A qualifying setup is going to be like, you know, blow everything you have, you know, tear the tires up as much as necessary. Let's just try to get the absolute fastest lap possible. Race setup, you want to go fast, of course, but you want to be able to, you know, hold out, be able to last a full race. So I'm not sure which one we did. I'm not sure which one this one is slated for, but we're gonna hope for the best. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I also, like, I checked a couple of different sites, and I chose the one that I thought looked the most legit and like the most trustworthy. But at the same time, like, the suggested setups were all a lot different across the sites. So, like, I don't know. This could be a great idea. This could be a really poor idea. We're going to find out. We got very close to the wall right there. Look at that sun going down off in the distance. We're going to have a night race tonight, I believe, boys. This corner's a little bit easier than the other one. Make sure we get back on the gas, get down to that apex, come around through the inside. So our goal was a 40.682. We got a 41.5, 1.5 seconds behind where it wanted us. P24, I mean, that's seems to be fairly average for us. You know, I think we're sitting, what, 19th in the season or something like that, 21st, somewhere around there, somewhere in the middle of the field. So we'll take it, dude. Whatever. Thanks, random person on the internet. I appreciate you. Ryan Newman just doesn't look like himself. He's going slower today. Amarola's having a stellar weekend. The car is really fast. And Eric Jones failed his optical scanning station multiple times. Oh, shoot. Was it a sunrise? I thought we were going to have a nighttime race, but I guess it's a middle of the day race here. So let's get after it. Let's see what we can do. We're here in the middle of the pack. We're going to try to, you know, obviously
Stay low.
Draft and slowly but methodically make our way around here. Looks like we've got 14 laps around the good old great state of Michigan. All right, buddy. Come on.
Still there.
John Hunter, I'm going to need you to get out of the way. Oh, whoa.
Outside.
Okay. Well,
Car high. Careful.
we're going to have to work with this. We're going to be fine. It's going to be all right.
All right, you're clear.
I didn't lift off at all there. I forgot we got to lift. We're good.
From the outside.
Hey, we're doing A-okay. Got to run in front of Nemechek here.
Low.
All right.
Outside.
Definitely want to try to get inside somebody's draft here if we can.
All right, you're
Forgot
clear.
this turns 1 and 2 here are the ones where you have to lift a little bit more than 3 and 4.
Farther on the inside.
Oops. Shoot. All right. Get behind Clint here. Come on. Bump draft happening. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Feeling like $1 million out here. So when that, I didn't know that. I actually saw that in the comments from you guys before. When they come up to your rear end and bump you like that, you're bump drafting. Like it's a good thing. They're basically pushing you through, and it makes you go faster, especially once you get a line of people bump drafting like this. Like we've got our bumper on Boyer here. We just have to be very careful because if he decides to let off before we do, obviously we end up running into the back of him depending on how slow he ends up going. Like Newman here, try to maybe bump draft him a little bit. Want to bump draft, not pit maneuver. Keep that in mind, Trev. Woo!
High lane clear.
Boy loves that hot lane. Love to get hot, baby.
Careful. Still there. All right, you're clear.
Looking pretty good so far. I'm liking it. We got 11 to go.
All clear.
11 them laps. Gotta be careful here, Trev. Sometimes I forget that I'm supposed to, like, I just get so sucked into, like, making sure I'm staying behind a certain car And I like that feeling of, you know, gaining ground on people. I kind of forget that I'm supposed to,
Careful, still there.
I'm supposed to be lifting a bit. All right, Christopher Bell. Ooh. Now that that was a bump. I don't know if there's any drafting going on, but that was definitely a bump there. Homeboy is probably not all that happy about that. Here we go. We got a nice little train going. I'm gonna get down to the inside. Let's get around this dude.
Still there.
Nicely executed.
All right, you're
Woo.
clear. Hold your line. Got one inside.
The Haas is getting a little testy back there. Oh, okay. Every time they just pop up, just nose in the rear, you just gotta give me a warning, man. I'm down to experiment, but like, you gotta let a dude get a, you know, just. I don't even know what I'm saying. Pretty sure Chelsea is out in the living room. She's probably wondering what the hell is going on in here. All right. Okay. See, that was an aggressive F1 pass that we probably should not have attempted, if you want me to be honest. Trying not to run into these guys. I mean, you can go low, Trev. We're getting very loose, by the way. Oh, here we go. Getting pushed through again. All right. Choo choo, mother truckers. We're coming through. Gotta be careful here.
All right, clear outside.
This is where we gotta start being careful. We gotta start lifting off a bit. Not accelerating as heavy through the corners, that sort of thing. Let me see where our tires are at. I mean, we're at an 87 on the right rear. That's where I'm feeling it slip the most. That's really not that bad. But it's something to be very wary of. We just, honestly, he's coming in hot, dude. Okay, he kind of did to us what we did to somebody else back there. It's all right. We're going to be fine. We didn't have the best line on that corner, which is why I was really kind of letting off quite a bit.
Clear all around.
The problem is here we've got to be very smooth with everything. No sudden movements, no quick corrections, nothing like that. Brother! Are you freaking serious? Oh, keep your hands on the wheel, Trev. All right. Just mowing the grass, no big deal. I'm going to invoice the track later. Are you kidding me right now? That was not a bump draft. He straight got us, dude. He straight got us right there.
Got a car low now.
All these guys are getting super aggressive with coming up on our rear end. Oh my God.
Still there.
What is happening?
Bottom's free. Use it if you need it.
I'm going low. Screw y'all.
Clear all around.
I'm getting the heck out of here. I want to be off on my own island. This is outrageous. All right. Whew. 7 to go. 6 to go. Holding pretty strong here. I just can't believe how aggressive they started getting, dude. And then I let my hands off the wheel for 1 second, and we start spinning out. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. This NASCAR game, it is potentially having negative side effects on my health. Lately, I have been, the very tip of my left thumb and like left hand has been going numb randomly throughout the day. And I looked it up. Of course, WebMD, it's always the best thing to do when you're feeling weird. It's a sign of carpal tunnel syndrome, which I don't think it is. Obviously, that freaked me out at first, but it was saying that it had some symptoms that I'm not experiencing as well. So hopefully it's not. I don't know, knock on wood, it might be. But I think it's from how hard I flex to hold the wheel super, super straight in this, honestly. I didn't play this game for a couple days. Like, you guys saw that we didn't, oh shoot, okay, Trev.
Back it down,
Let's hang in there, bud. Let's not do that. But we didn't have episodes for a couple of days, and it wasn't because I was like purposefully taking a break. I was playing other stuff at that moment, and I noticed that tingly feeling started to go away. And then when I played it yesterday, it came back a little bit today. So I don't know, dude. That makes me a little bit nervous. I mean, you know, maybe I just need to like try to relax a little bit. Dude, these races are so short, and I sweat like a pig, and I'm flexing the whole time, and it is a stressful game. It's really fun, But it's tough because you just everything you have to hold it so like our car is skating here because we're not holding it straight enough. We got to focus up. We got to hold it straight. 3 to go. We're in good old P20. Looks like people might be starting to go high just to try to save the tires a bit, I'm wondering. Dude, how sick would it be if we had some sort of an incident here? Oof, really getting loose. If we had some sort of an incident where we grouped all back up and it was just like a mass sprint to the finish, that's the best time for wrecks, dude. You have those restarts with just a couple laps to go. That was a really solid corner out of us right there. 2 to go.
All right, I need 2 more good laps from you.
Need 2 more good laps, huh? You know, I would venture to say this probably isn't the best setup we've ever used. I mean, it wasn't bad. Oh, be careful of that wall, Trev. It wasn't bad. We hung in there at the start when we were in the group, but then once we had that little incident and we got out of the group, we're just not chasing and hunting these guys down like we've been able to in the past. So, I mean, it could be the setup. It could be our performance on this track. It could be my line. It could be a plethora of things. I just feel like we weren't quite as quick as we've been in the past in some races. So, take that as you may. Maybe we should go back to just choosing either really loose or really tight. Let the game decide for us. Or we could try a new website. I don't know. At the end of the day, technically, we did improve upon our qualifying position, so that's not a bad thing. It's not going to be anything to write home about, but not every race is going to be one that you're insanely proud of and inspired by, and that's all right, man. That's the career of a race car driver. All right. Time to go ice this thumb or something, I guess. It's so weird. It's kind of falling asleep right now. It's so I don't understand what it is. I mean, this thumb is like constantly pulling down, I guess. This hand doesn't really do as much. That might be it. Maybe I need to start driving like that. I have no idea. All right. Anyway, P20. That's a wrap. Not the most exciting race in the world. Actually, it was a pretty exciting race, I'm going to be honest. It would have been nice to place better. However, it was an exciting race. We were doing some bump drafting. We were moving and gliding through like a caterpillar or a human centipede or whatever we were doing. And then we got nearly wrecked. So we were able to save it, though. We held it together. Even did a little bit of, groundskeeping, landscaping. Never a bad thing. Moving on to week 19. On to our 16th race of the season. We are going to be headed to Sonoma, a road course. We're going to be turning left and turning right. It's going to be a good time, and I'll see you guys there tomorrow. Peace out.